What up, science students? All right, we are back to science, so welcome back. We know on Monday you guys did the Monday virtual lesson, but what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through kind of the first 2 days of science. It's not a virtual Monday. So what we have is we have one giant lesson that we split into 2 days. So we have days 2 and days 3 here. So you're going to complete this on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then submit it on Wednesday. Okay, it's long, and the reason why we kept it as one lesson instead of splitting it as 2 is it literally is all of the same stuff that builds on each other, and there just wasn't really a good breaking point to kind of start over for the next day. All right, so let's walk through our lesson. First thing we have is the lesson preview you're currently watching. We have our activating pre-knowledge, which is the exact same thing that you guys did last trimester. Okay, same thing. You can read the directions, and you are going to then answer in a different color. So what you're going to do is, first thing, you're going to write down kind of things that you already know about these 4 topics: the atom, the periodic tables, conductors, insulators, and semiconductors, and electricity. Please don't write, I don't know. Before you do that, at least think for a minute before you start to type, okay? Because it's going to be important that you think before we start the lesson, because the more that you can activate what you already know, the more connected you are going to be to what we're learning. All right, so we have the activating pre-knowledge. The next step is our vocabulary journal. And one thing that we want you to do is watch this video for how to set up your vocabulary notebook. This is different, hint, hint, different than it was during trimester 1. We do not have a textbook that we are going to be taking notes from. Instead, we have Google Slides or PowerPoints that we're going to be taking notes from. That is going to be done by a lecture from your teacher. Okay, so it would be virtually, or it'd be exactly like if you were in class and we were having a lecture day where the teacher's up front and kind of walking you through stuff and you're taking notes. So you need to watch that to figure out how you set it up, okay? In here, we have our slideshow. So the slideshow is something that you are going to bring up and follow along as we go. This is the slideshow here, and I'll just refresh and it'll come back up. But as we do that, you guys are going to have it up and working on it and looking at it as your teacher is going through with the lecture, okay? There's other information you can go through here and read. Now it's the lecture, okay? So we have the atomic structure lesson. It tells you some information. Here's your vocabulary journal setup. It's the same link as this one right here, okay? And what you're going to do is every time your teacher says pause and take notes in the video, you are going to stop the video and you are going to take notes on what they told you to take notes on. In order to help that, you should have out this, which is your PowerPoint. You should have that up. Apparently right now, my computer's running slow. All right, these things that are highlighted in green, these are the lecture portions. And there are 4 different lecture portions for this lesson. We have part 1 and part 2 during the first day, so Tuesday, that you're going to work. Okay, and then parts 3 and 4 you will do on Wednesday. Okay, so same thing, take notes as you follow along and take notes. Down here is answer. Okay, one of the things that we want you to remember is when this answer means you need to answer the questions below. Okay, it does not mean put your answers after it. Please answer in a different color. And pretty straightforward. Here's a bolded part. It's your question. You guys are going to be drawing an atom in 2D, so 2 dimensions. You're going to draw it in your notebook. You're going to take a photo of it, and you're going to put it here, which is an appropriate setup of an atom in the photo below. So you're going to look at this one, and which one is correct. You need to figure out which ones are protons, neutrons, electrons, and figure out which one is correct. You're going to write the answer down here. So you'll type A, B, or C. You are going to watch this. You're going to watch the lecture. You're going to pause every time the teacher says take notes. You're going to take notes. All right, so your lectures, they vary in time. Sometimes they can be 16 minutes. Sometimes they can be 10 minutes. We do have one that comes tomorrow that's a 40-minute lecture. So you're going to pause, take notes, pause, take notes. It's going to be like you're sitting in class, okay? The reason behind that is there's a lot of information we need to get out, and we need to make sure that you are getting that. There's a video you're going to watch, and then questions to answer. Everything is laid out the exact same way it was, just step by step by step by step. All right. So you're going to get to this part right here, purple and orange. This tells you that everything above it, you finished the day 2 lesson. Everything below it is the day 3. So on Tuesday, you get to this part, pause, stop, don't hand anything in. On Wednesday, you're going to come back and you are going to start watching the lecture part 3, along with answering questions, taking notes. Watch the lecture part 4, again, watch a video, take notes. There's a periodic table song. It seems silly, but I promise you, if you want to remember stuff, watch this. It will get stuck in your head, and it's really, really, really good. Okay, so watch that. Over here, there's a video. It's kind of a wrap-up of everything that we talked about, which would be a really good wrap-up from day 2 and day 3. It's an old one, so it's like a 1970, but it's kind of the old, cool, cartoony stuff, but the information is still awesome. All right, then what we have is we have a little online simulation, which you're going to do with this ChemThink link. You're going to click it. You're going to follow through. I mean, it's really straightforward, okay? When you get done, you are going to answer these questions. Then the last thing is you are going to read a Newsella article, okay? This Newsella article talks about the periodic table and why it's kind of designed the way it is designed. There's an exit ticket. We haven't done the exit ticket yet. That's why it's linked here. And when you're done, you're going to click the link, submit it to Canvas. Pretty straightforward. Brings you right there. All right, guys. So that is days 2 and 3 of Magic of Electrons. And that is your lesson preview. Have a great day. We're looking forward to seeing you.